Hey everyone, so those who chose topic number 1, we're gonna explain it right now, okay, what you need to do. So first of all, the question is, this is the big question you need to ask. The research question is, which species is most closely related to the red panda? هذا red panda, okay, and we're trying to find a species, okay, بيكون close to the red panda. And I will show you the species now. Raccoon, okay, or the giant panda, okay. So your question is, so you what the question I need to answer, which species is related more closely the red panda? Is it the raccoon or the giant panda? هذا السؤال. okay, انتوا كل اللي بدكم تعملوه بهذا project is to answer هذا question, okay, but you have to go through a series of steps in order to get to that answer. So first they tell you to check these two images. This is ancestor of the panda من زمان, the red panda. So the Paralurus, okay, it's a weird word, has been extinct for about 3 million years, okay, and scientists have discovered the remains of it in Japan, and the closest ancestor to the red panda. But what is the red panda's closest living relative? Okay, انتوا هذا السؤال بدكم تجاوبوه. Which is closely related to the red panda that is living? They found that this, which actually looks like a raccoon, is an ancestor, but this died 3 million years ago, a very long time ago. It's extinct, no longer there. And they're asking you, what's the red panda's closest living relative? Living means living. Okay, عايش. Alright, so this is your question. Oh, we're gonna find out what's the closest between these two. Okay, let's keep them underlined. The raccoon family and the giant panda. Which one? You have to make there's no right answer here. It depends on the research that you make. So the first thing is that you have to create a presentation using the thing you want, like PowerPoint, Keynote, even Word document. You have to create it, but each one needs to be on a different section. Okay, so first you have to ask questions. How can extinct species be an ancestor to living species, and why? Okay, how can the extinct be ancestor to living? You have to go back to our lesson and remember what we studied about and do your own research. Would you expect organisms with similar anatomy to be more closely related? Okay, we're talking about here similar anatomy, remember that? What questions do you have about the red panda that might help you determine the closest living relative? Remember the 5 evidence? So you might use these, like similarities in anatomy. Remember that? Go back to the PowerPoint and check it in the evidence of common ancestry. So similarities in anatomy, في عنا الامbryo. Remember all of those? So check and to answer that question here. Okay, and then second, conduct research. Conduct research. Find information about the anatomy of the red panda, the giant panda, and the raccoon family, because you have to see from the giant panda and the raccoon family who of these two is closest to the red panda. So you have to do information about their anatomy. Anatomy means their shape, okay, their structure. You go Google it, find pictures, develop diagrams, right? You can draw them, the diagrams, or you can put the pictures. Create diagrams that illustrate the anatomical structures and relative sizes of the red panda, the giant panda, and the raccoon, these 3. So you have to put pictures of these 3, find them off the internet, the shape of them. If you can actually find them, draw them yourself, it will be beautiful. Whatever you'd like to do. So you have to draw these diagrams, and then you have to analyze the diagrams. You have to talk about them. Okay, you have to look at the diagrams and see similarities and see differences and make analysis. You have to analyze. Okay, you have to tell me, oh, this looks like this, but this looks like this, and this looks like this. After you finish your analysis, you have to make a conclusion. Okay, which one is closest to the red panda? Is it the raccoon family or the giant panda? Which one? You have to make an analysis, write an explanation as to whether the giant panda or the raccoon is the closest living relative to the red panda. Use evidence from your analysis of anatomical structure. So here you put the structure, the anatomy, and then here you found the anatomy, here you drew it, here you made analysis. From the analysis you need to draw a conclusion. Which one is closest? Okay, and you talk about it. So this is what you need to do. If you have any questions, ask me, but you don't have to submit this until I get back. You can send me a message. Okay, thank you, good luck.